Welcome to Seen and Heard podcast, where everyone should be seen and heard. My name's Sharon. I'm your host. And I'd like to start off by thanking VooGlam for my spiffy new specs. I love them. I love my specs. And if you guys, can you guys see that? See them? They're so pretty. I love them. If you like those, I will put a link in the description box so you guys could check out their website. They offer cool, affordable frames for men and women. Now, let's get into tonight's show. Tonight's topic is the black girl follow train trend on TikTok. There's a TikTok trend with black women making videos calling out to other black women to follow and uplift each other, which is awesome to see. But as with any and every trend that black women start or create, it's met with jealousy, hate, pushback from people who don't like seeing black women uplifted, supported, or protected. There's extra venom coming from the Mayo Sapiens, and I'm going to play a video from the lady that started the trend. Her name is Crafty Ho, and she's on TikTok. So her video audio is kind of low, and I have all of my audio up as loud as it'll go. But if you are on TikTok or if you're on any other social media site, just type in Crafty Ho. You'll be able to see her name, so you can check her out. Check out her website, and let me pull this up right now. Here she is.
Hey everybody, my name is Dina. I'm the owner of Crafty Ho, and I'm the one that created this lovely sound that created the trend for black women following each other back and being exposed to each other. So I just wanted to say hi. A lot of people have been showing me so much love, so I wanted to introduce myself and just let you know, like, I made the sound for us. Like, I wanted my For You page to be black women and to see what y'all doing, and sometimes we don't always see that. So I definitely just wanted to put us out there and blew up bigger than I ever imagined, but I want to see it keep going. I want to see the love keep being shared between us. If you do want to support me personally, you can visit my website, www.craftyho.com. It's in my bio, and shop with me. I'm actually wearing my chandelier set right now, so go get you something cute for the holidays. Thank you. Bye.
This one for the black world. If you're a woman and you're black, I'm following back.
So that was my black girl follow trend video. I just wanted to join. I thought it was cute. Nothing special, but that was an example of how the trend goes. Like everybody's been so creative, and there's one. I think even did one with where I'm getting off of a airplane and I'm jumping onto a train. I'm like, let's keep this trend going, or this follow train going. So everybody's being real creative. This really cute to see. So here's a video with a lady talking about tips. So if you guys are on TikTok, here's some tips that she has to offer.
Okay, so I've seen a couple of sisters say that they haven't gotten any followers from the Black Girl Follow Train trend, and here's what I think can help you. So I started getting followers personally by first posting multiple video clips in the trending sound, meaning that I posted clips where I looked really cute, and it was like multiple clips. It wasn't just one stagnant picture or one stagnant video. Secondly, I also made sure to post in the evenings. And thirdly, I made sure to always respond to every single comment under the video. I think that just increases engagement on the video and pushes your video out to more black girls. Also, you want to use all of the black girl hashtags. That's what I did as well.
Listen to the youngsters. The youngsters are going to change things for us all. So listen to the youngsters. They know what they're talking about. Millennials and Gen Z, we got to listen to those guys. So, as with anything that black women start and create, there's a lot of pushback, there's a lot of hatred and jealousy surrounding it. And these next few videos I play are going to be women addressing and talking about the pushback that the Black Girl Follow Train trend is getting.
So I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the trend that Black women started where they're following and supporting and showing love to each other. And as a result of that, a certain demographic of people have gotten upset. And not only have they spoke out against it multiple times, but I think a couple of them are trying to do a spinoff of the original trend created by Black women. And let's have a moment of transparency. You're only doing it now to be spiteful. You're only doing it because you weren't centered when Black women were doing it. You're not doing it because you genuinely want followers. You're doing it because you don't like the fact that you weren't centered in the original trend. Do you see the different intentions here? Black women had genuine, positive, loving intention. Y'all's intention is not positive. You're doing it out of spite. And the way that some of y'all are responding is more of a reason why Black women do not want y'all in our spaces. The way that some of y'all respond just shows that you lack intersectionality because you're trying to all women this. And we don't all get treated the same. We are not all relatable. We cannot all relate. We all get treated differently. We all have different experiences due to the skin color that we have. And don't try to bullshit and act like it's not true. And the same group of y'all that have an issue with Black women just wanting to follow and support each other, y'all would be the same people that when these Black women start talking about their experiences as Black women, y'all would invalidate that. Black women started a trend and they were successful. And you're not upset because you missed out on getting a bunch of followers or because you genuinely want to grow your page. You're upset because you're not being centered. No matter what we do, y'all will always have a problem with it. And I find it interesting how y'all can't come up with some things on your own. You have to bite off what we're doing. And typically it is out of spite. It's out of the fact that the attention is not on you. I also want to say this. If any of y'all think, well, what if we did that the same way that y'all are doing this? I would not care. Because we're not going in y'all spaces. We are not tearing the walls down to get in y'all spaces. We don't want to be in y'all spaces. So if y'all are going to have y'all's own little isolated space, then do that. That's fine. That's cool. While y'all are trying to get in our spaces, we are working hard to desperately stay away from yours.
White women have never and will never be our friends. That's historically up until now. The way white women voted in this midterm election is how they always voted, for themselves. With all of the things that happened this year, like Roe v. Wade, all of those things, you would think that women would protect women. But no, white women are going to protect whiteness. Which is why I never use terms like allyship. Do you know how anti-white you have to be an ally in Black spaces? People would have to give up huge parts of themselves, and they're not. Which is why in 2018, I said this. Statistically speaking, white women are the safest people in America. Yet the most unprotected person in America is the Black woman. That's right, that's right. The most neglected person in America is the Black woman. The most disrespected person in America is the Black woman. That in itself opens a wide spectrum of what womanhood is and what the fight for feminism should actually look like. But yet 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump. Talk about it. That's not feminism. That's not protecting womanhood. That's not looking out for sisterhood. Yet white women love to call on Black women when they feel like we need to defend and protect them, but it's never reciprocated. This is also why I say I stay out of white folk business. It's not to be mean, cruel, or anything like that, but I gotta worry about us because they absolutely will not. And they show us that every single time. It's just so frustrating though, because we know better. America knows better. People know better. And we don't have to be in the places or spaces that we are in today. But people will always choose racism. They will always choose patriarchy. They will always choose those things, even when there is opportunities to not. And it's sad as fuck.
And black people unfairly suffer the most because of y'all boo.
Sad fact, sad fact. We are not going to get caught up like Lucy in the football again. And if there's any confusion as to why we we don't trust uh, you guys anymore, here are the numbers.
72% of white women voted for Brian Kemp. 72. And that's just in one state where white women showed up this way. Black women, indigenous women, and other women of color, specifically black women, tell you that we don't trust you. Here's a good reason why. This is why we tell you not to run to us when you need us, because that is never reciprocated. If you can look at last night's results, if you can look at that image that I just posted, and you still are confused when black women say that we don't trust white women, then you are willfully missing the point. You're weaponizing your obtuseness and your ignorance. I am not at all surprised, and I'm also not any less disappointed.
White women in Georgia, white women in Florida, white women in Texas, white women in America. 72% of you, we see you. Yes, we see you well right now. No wonder they call you guys Karen. I'm yet to see a man who has been called that name. It has always been a woman that will encounter playing out the racist card. And that's how we began to call you guys Karens. So, why are we surprised as black people when the Karens all showed up at the midterms election and told us what really mattered to them? It was never about the abortion act that was cancelled. It was never about the economy. Neither was it about all the things that were lined out to make them feel they needed to protect the democracy. It was never even about the democracy. It was never even about the Social Security, the Medicare. It was the fact that a black woman had the audacity to want to rule the state of Georgia. They couldn't have that. They just couldn't live with that. So they joined their husbands to cast those votes, to bring in someone that they even know. They know he has nothing to offer, but they don't care. They care less. The most important thing was to make sure that this black woman, strong black woman, would not be able to take the glory of telling them how to run that state and doing that state the justice that it should be done, being run well. Oh, that would have been a slap on their husband's face. So they showed us why we call them Karens. And for those who did the same in Texas, not surprised. Absolutely not surprised. But the one that blew my mind was those ones in Uvalde. My tongue just won't say that name. Those kids that died in that school, the 19 kids and the 2 teachers. Oh, how they will weep all over again, knowing that you guys had the opportunity to get them justice in another way by making sure that the one who didn't even care about what happened to them was kicked out of office, and you all voted. You Latinos, the 50% of you who voted to keep that man in power, who voted to have that governor there, what the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you guys? After you've crossed the borders and some people fought to have you stay here and you thought they were not good enough anymore. Let me tell you something. No matter how hard you try to be white, you will always be a gringo to them. Always. So, I wish you all well with the people you've chosen. And you know what, black people? If we never learned anything, we've learned a big lesson here. We need to just watch out for our own community. Protect our own. Protect our own. I wish them all well. And to the woman who stood by Stacey Abraham, even though she didn't pick that ticket, kudos to all of you, all the women who did. We're in a battle of a life of this nation called the United States of America, the democracy of this country. I hope some people understand that it's not going to be a great life for them if they lose this. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who campaigned, to the former President of the United States of America, Barack Obama, and even to Joe. Amazing to see that you did everything that you can to keep the United States of America as a united front, regardless of the fight that you encountered from the MAGA party.
So my question is to not just the white women, but like she was saying, the Latinos that voted for fascism and voted for people that don't like them, that call them rapists and murderers, and they don't like them. Also to the black MAGAs or black Republicans and Asians that support the MAGA party. My question to you guys is, are you guys willing to keep voting for these people that they clearly don't like you? They have said it, they have voiced it. That's where I get confused. Is like, I would actually like to have someone message me back, send me a voice message, a comment or something, because I really want to understand why, especially POC people, Asians, blacks, and Latinos vote for the MAGA party. I need to understand that. White women, it's a given because they're a pillar of white supremacy, and they're trying to uphold white supremacy for their proximity to perceived power, I guess. But to the POC that support that nonsense, I really would like to talk to someone in the black community, Asian community, Latin community, and hear actually hear, not just reading comments and tweets and things like that. I want to hear from somebody that supports the MAGA party. Why? I want to know why. I just don't understand that. I can't wrap my head around it. I don't understand it. But so we're gonna close out here. Let me see. I think I got everything. Yeah, that's like one of my questions that I'm throwing out there, because I need to understand why y'all are willing to vote for a MAGA fascist party that wants to burn this country down, burn the Constitution, burn democracy away. I want to understand why you guys support that. So, I mean, and I get both parties, because I don't trust either party either, but more so the MAGA party. And they are the MAGA party. They are a full-fledged fascist party now. So I'm closing out on self-reflection for this is a call to action for white women. Self-reflection is a noun, and it means meditation or serious thought about one's character, actions, and motives. I'd like to thank you all for listening. And if you would like to be part of the show, please, again, leave a voicemail or a comment. And we are a peer supported program, so all donations will be greatly appreciated. Visit our website, share the broadcast with your friends, and thank you all for tuning in.
We'd like to hear from you. If you'd like to leave feedback, a comment, or ask a question, leave us a voicemail at 615-447-8290. Thank you. We'd like to hear from you. If you'd like to leave feedback, a comment, or ask a question, Leave us a voicemail at 615-447-8290. Thank you. City Scene Productions / media company and Seen and Heard podcast are peer supported. All support is greatly appreciated, whether it is equipment or financial. Every little bit helps. Every contribution, however big or small, powers our programming, staff and creators, and sustains our future. Any amount you are able to give to help support our journey and progress will be greatly appreciated. If you would like more info, please go to our contact page to leave a message and one of the members of our team will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.